Henry? Henry, is that you? Henry, is that you? Henry? 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 Hello, Henry?
Well, well, well. Hello again, Natalie May Paris and Mayor Kwanzaa Breed. But of course it's me. Don't you know who I am? I'm King Henry VIII of England, I am. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, I didn't even realise you were watching as well. Well, good day to all of you once again, and welcome to another of my videos here on YouTube. You might remember me being in this costume over 2 years ago. Well, now is the time to get something that I never thought would ever happen. Now, some of you out there that might be watching this may remember that I was in this costume over a year ago. Well, as you know, some trends go on for quite a long time and some don't. We kind of outgrow things, and unfortunately, the time has come that I have honestly thought this costume was good enough for me for cosplaying once again one of the most ruthless kings in British history, of King Henry VIII of England. Well, unfortunately, the time has come to bid farewell to this costume, but do not fret everyone, because in this exclusive video, I'm about to get a brand new look and also a fresh start to this cosplay. I've already had a few little changes since you last saw me, but prepare yourself guys, as today it is a new chapter of this cosplay and also, most importantly, a brand new look. So we meet again, good people of YouTube land. And what's up guys, my name is Jack Wright. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Once again, my name is Jack Wright, also known as Jackpot Button Lewis on YouTube. And welcome to another of my cosplay videos, all regarding a very familiar cosplay which I am wearing right now that you might have seen over a year ago. And that, of course, is my King Henry VIII of England cosplay. That's right, you might remember that I did do a video talking about not just wearing this cosplay, but also I did, of course, recite a little story that happened over 2 years ago now, would you believe, for when I went to see one of my favourite musicals at the moment in London's West End, and that is VIII the Musical, all based on, of course, a modernised take and also a pop concert formatted edition of the story, of course, once again, of former King of England himself, Henry VIII, along with his 6 wives of, as you must know them all, of course, of Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, had Catherine Howard and Catherine Parr. I almost forgot one of them, but there you go. Of course, that is the order they came in. And yes, of course, I can't believe it's actually been over a year now since I actually done the initial video, folks. But of course, I've already talked about that. But today's video is very, very different because, as you know, I haven't had the chance to go and see VIII the Musical recently, but I have actually got an important update and surprise lined up later on in this video. As in today's video, this is of course all dedicated to, once again, my cosplay, once again, of King Henry VIII of England. Now don't laugh, I understand that most of you might remember that like I said before, I already wore this costume over not just last year but also 2 years ago when I went to see Six the Musical previously. But I now have decided that I honestly thought this costume was pretty decent when I first got it, alongside with the additional, of course, additions of me sovereign rings and of course me red gem rings on my fingers, and also me medallion. And well, I'm not wearing it, but of course there is a reason why, is because I've actually unbelievably over the last few weeks or so I have managed to find a more better costume of once again of based on once again the ruthless king himself, of King Henry VIII of England. And I think it's time to be given a fresh start, or of course I should be given a fresh start. And also I think this cosplay has done its time, and I think I need to upgrade on it. Well, of course, in this video, that's exactly what's happening in this video today. And join me, of course, as I am going to be showing you a brand new cosplay, once again, of King Henry VIII of England. And you're going to actually see me put it on and have a few additions to my cosplay. As, of course, I've got my own version of a very familiar place that has all to do with one of the songs from Six the Musical. I do have my own House of Holbein. Yes, of course. Now, just to remind you guys, if you're not familiar with what that is all about, it is, like I said, a song from Six the Musical, and it is related to a very famous royal portrait painter, of course, royal painter back in the Tudor period, known as Hans Holbein the Younger. And he came from Germany originally, and he was responsible for painting a load of royal portraits of course, of people like regents and kings and queens. And he was even responsible for not just painting the portrait, once again, the most famous portrait of not just King Henry VIII himself, but also some of his wives. I think I'm just trying to remember some that he done. I think he done Anne Boleyn. I think he also done Anne of Cleves. Yes, I've just remembered, because he actually, Henry himself actually asked him to paint a portrait of him before he got the chance to meet her and become his fourth wife. Of course, she did. And also, I think Catherine Howard and also Catherine Parr. So 4 of his wives got royal portraits painted by him himself. But yes, I do have my own, of course, art studio, just, of course, in a different part of course, of my house here. And I'm going to transform you now to there and show you, of course, my brand new Henry VIII cosplay. So without further ado, let's head to my own House of Holbein. Oh yeah!
Welcome to the house of Holbein. Das ist wunderbar. Ja, the house of Holbein. Oh ja, das ist wunderbar. Ja, the house of Holbein.
Welcome in, my friends, to my own House of Holbein. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm getting all German all of a sudden. Well, here you are, everybody. Here we are, everybody, I should say, and welcome to my my own, of course, House of Holbein, which actually is the bathroom of my house, would you believe? But of course, we are here to try on my brand new costume. I mean, I know I've done a little gimmick there, but I just love that song from the show, and it's one of my favourites, so I had to do a little nod and a little reference to it. And you can see, of course, I done my own version based on the song, singing to the studio cast recording, and having my own Tudor ruff, of course, a bright green, of course, a bright lime green UV reactive Tudor ruff. and also some UV reactive sunglasses there as well. Of course, not exactly matching with the ruff, but it's pretty close anyway. So, I did have a little bit of a laugh just then filming that little bit with dancing to House of Holbein. But anyway, enough about this. I think I need to take this off. We're here, of course, to try my new cosplay on once again King Henry VIII of England. So, without further ado, let's get started. Right, so here we go, guys. This is, of course, as I've said already, welcome to my own House of Holbein, my, of course, costume and art studio. And I'm going to show you my brand new, of course, upgraded cosplay of, once again, King Henry VIII of England. Now, you might be wondering why I'm wearing a t-shirt just here. This is you don't see me topless, just in case of any young children are watching. And I'm already wearing breeches, as you can tell if I just turn around, on my waist. And of course, I'm actually wearing these. Now, these are very different to the ones on my previous cosplay, but the reason why is I actually done a bit of research on Henry VIII's portrait, and he did wear actually white breeches when he had his photo taken. And I also took some inspiration from the TV series of The Tudors, where Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, who played Henry, he wore that, and the people on the show who created the costume looked, I mean, as I said, it looked absolutely incredible when I first saw it. But as you can just see, I still got my my rings at the moment. As you can see, I still got my gem rings, and of course my sovereign rings on my fingers. And I know you can't see it, but I also still have my knee height socks as well, and these familiar gold shoes of mine that you might remember from, of course, from my last time I cosplayed or shown you off this cosplay of Henry VIII previously, when I previously dressed up as him. But I have got a brand new costume, and if any of you can actually see in the background, it's right just behind me, so just stay with me, guys. I'm just going to get the first part, because this is a beautifully made costume. It came all the way from China. I understand that, I know that, because as you know, that's where the current coronavirus pandemic has been going on at the moment, but as I said, it couldn't be helped, and I honestly thought this came from the UK, this costume, but here is the first part. This is the tunic that goes on at the bottom layer of the cosplay. It is a bit tight though, on the sleeves, but I think it all adds to the overall look actually. So I'm just gonna do up the buttons here. But I have to say, I mean, you know, as you can see here, the detail on this is just incredible. I mean, it is beautifully made. And also, to any of you who might be wondering where I got this cosplay from, or this costume, I should say, it's from HalloweenCostumes.co.uk. They also do have an American site as well, where you can get the same costume, but you have to pay in a completely different currency, as you know, to what they have in America of dollars. Well, I only just have to pay pounds, and this cost about 80 quid. I know that might seem a lot, but for all the detail of this full cosplay, when I have it finally eventually on, it will all look absolutely incredible. So. But there is the first part. This is the tunic, because I also have got a coat which is just behind me, and I'm just going to put that on very, very shortly. But also, if you might remember, one of the things that Henry VIII is quite known for on his royal portrait is a belt where it actually had a dagger on, and I still got my one from last time that I done this cosplay. So. Just bear with me in a few minutes, I'm just going to go and get it. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to get a bit of help from my dad to put it on because it was a bit tight for myself to put it on. But as you can see, there it is. There's me, as you can just see, I've got me belt where I also have my 16th century style dagger, which is where Henry normally wears on his as a belt on his royal portrait. Now, another thing that I know some of you might not know, or of course might have just noticed, is that he doesn't. I don't have a codpiece, and for any of you who don't know what a codpiece is, it's something that was worn around the privatal areas of a gentleman, and if anyone was having a royal portrait done, it was basically something that can open up the flies of, because a load of men in Tudor times wore breeches, and if they needed to go to have a pee, of course, that's instead of taking the whole thing off during having the portrait painted, they could use that just to make a little gap in the flies of their breeches, and then, as I said, just do what they normally do, as I would say. But there you go, guys. As I said, that's the of course I know it's very different to my previous one, but it's actually a bit more, you know, accurate to the actual portrait of Henry. So but I'm not done there, guys, honestly, because next up is I think the piece de resistance. Honestly, you're gonna like this, guys, what I've got next, and of course I've got the coat to put on next. Now this actually, unbelievably, when I first got this, the back of it was actually not sewn up properly. So my mum, who's an amazing, well, I wouldn't call her a seamstress, but she's very, very good at sewing. She managed to do something about sorting out the back of the at the back of the of my coat, and she basically gave me a hand to do the back of it, which you will see very, very shortly. But here is, of course, the coat that accompanies the tunic, and that thing that just swung around, I do apologise, was the necklace or chain that was on here. And oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I completely forgot. I've only just realised, guys. Just bear with me a minute. I've actually forgotten to put something vitally on, so just bear with me a second. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, guys. I completely forgot actually to put this on, because I actually have just noticed that if I don't put this on before I put the coat on, it might catch, because there's a load of chains around. But for any of you who don't know what this is a necklace that goes around Henry's neck, that goes around the back of as I said, it hangs around his neck, which is basically, this is to show off his, well, basically his seal, or his a bit of decoration for him being, of course, King of England. So I'm just gonna put that on like so, and there you go. And once again, I'm going to have to put the coat back on again. So I do apologise for making a little bit of a mistake there. But I mean, this cosplay is so intricate, guys. Honestly, I never knew it was going to be this. You know, there'd be so much to it. But like I said, I'm so grateful to have something like this. I mean, you know, I never thought I would get a cosplay like this based on Henry VIII, but I've always wanted to, and I couldn't be any more grateful to have this costume right now. And as I said, I've always wanted to have something like this. So there we go. I think there we go. Yep, it is on right. And I think I'll just also do up the chain. As you can see, a beautifully made chain that goes on with a Velcro, like so. And there it is. I just need to adjust it slightly. And for any of you who may not notice, It has got a very nice little Tudor rose style decoration to, like I said, related to Henry, to King Henry VIII. And there you go, guys. It's not over yet. Of course, there's a little bit more to it, but I do love this bit of the cosplay. It looks absolutely amazing, this bit here. As like I said, the back of it is sewn up, as you can see. And so yeah, there you go. That's the coat of Henry VIII. That's like I said, a very important part of the cosplay. Hang on, I just need to adjust the. I think the chain is on right. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, I think so. Hang on, I just need to move me sword belt again to make sure that it doesn't go out of place. So yeah, there you go, guys. Like I said, that's not over yet. There is one last thing that needs to be part of this brand new upgraded cosplay, and I'm about to show you it very, very shortly. So without further ado, that is it for from my trip once again to my own House of Holbein. But let's head back to my dressing room, where I have the final piece of my cosplay, and let me tell you something, it will be all worth it, honestly. It will top off the cosplay just perfectly. House of Holbein! Well, there you go, guys. Sorry I couldn't resist, but anyway, that is we're almost it. Of course, my cosplay is almost complete, but there is one thing missing. And of course, if any of you might have recognised already, even though I have done my hair, especially, of course, I've gelled my hair all back to be a bit more, of course, smarter and a bit more regal in some way. Of course, I am missing a hat. Now, for any of you who might remember when I first debuted this cosplay, and when my previous Henry Is That You video, I didn't have it because I wanted to show off my hair being, of course, styled. But it wasn't as long, but now it's actually really, really long, and if you have not noticed, I actually have got a, it's grown out so long, I've actually got a ponytail now, would you believe? Which I never considered doing that initially, but just for this video, so that the hair doesn't get seen at the back, I have got a hair band in place so that it doesn't ruin, of course, the look at the back. But when I do eventually wear this in the future, when I go and see VIII the musical, which I have mentioned before, I was planning to go and see it last year. I did have tickets to go and see the UK touring production at Norwich, at the Norwich Theatre Royal, but I have been told that later on this year in September, hopefully fingers crossed, I will be getting my of course, COVID-19 vaccine before then, of course, hopefully in the end of July, and I hope to get the chance to go and see the show. But anyway, I am off on one, but of course I did want to mention that of course, that I will be, of course, that was the surprise I was going to say, everyone, that I will be wearing this very cosplay when I go and see the show, and I'm so, so excited. I mean, I'm amazed of how incredible this costume is, and it was worth buying it for 80 quid, honestly. It's, I know that I'm not the richest person in the world, but I really wanted to get it, and to have all these additional parts. Of course, I did have this is not the only costume I have of Henry VIII. I also have another one that's hung on my wardrobe, but I'm not going to show you that. But one part of that costume did actually come with that I bought as well, so I could get one of the bits from the costume, and that was this this necklace, of course, this pendant. So but anyway, like I said, the most important thing about this cosplay is, of course, his hat. Now, I do have, of course, the original hat that I did have from a previous cosplay, but I've decided to upgrade it a little. I'll just quickly show you one that did come with this costume that I got. This is what it looked like, as you can see. It was beautifully made, but annoyingly it was too small for my head. I couldn't actually barely put it on, and it did have some great decorations on it, as you can actually see if I can just show you on the close-up. But you might be wondering where they've all got to. Well, I can tell you where they've got to. They're actually on my other hat, but the other bits, as you can see here, that's just the glue that's stuck on the other decorations. But brace yourself, guys. Here is, of course, my brand new upgraded King Henry VIII of England hat. And here it is! Here it is, everybody, in all its glory. I actually, as well as working with my mum on this, I took most of the pearls and the wooden bits, and also the beautiful orange gems on it, and I stuck them on to my previous hat that I had before. So now, of course, like I said, I actually haven't tried this on yet, so it's time for the moment of truth. Let's have a look and see how it looks, shall we? So this is actually, and I'm actually going to keep filming this. I'm not going to cut this. You're actually going to see me actually react to this for the very first time, because I haven't, like I said, I haven't actually worn this just yet, but I've always wanted to. So here goes nothing, guys. Let's see how it looks. You just need to pull it up a little bit. And tilt it down slightly. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely insane. I know it's a bit more difficult because I got a lot more longer hair for wearing this, but oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my word, guys, that looks absolutely incredible. Oh my goodness. What do you think, guys? I can't believe this. This is totally unbelievable right now. I have definitely got an upgrade on my King Henry VIII cosplay, guys. There you go. That is absolutely incredible. Wow. I don't know what to say. Oh man. I mean, I always wanted, you know, to well, I honestly thought that when I first wore this hat over 2 years ago when I went to see VIII the musical, I never thought it would turn out this good after applying some of the new gems to it from a previous hat that I got. But that is absolutely incredible. I don't know what to say, guys, honestly. I mean, I have literally made myself speechless right now just by just having this right now. Oh my gosh. I've never been a loss of words before in my lifetime, guys, but there you go. I think without anything else to say, that is my brand new and improved and upgraded King Henry VIII of England cosplay. And well, all I can say is it is definitely a lot more fancier than my last one. Honestly, I don't know what to say. Honestly, I mean, I have been waiting so long. I never thought in my life that this would be better than my last one, and it looks so close to Jonathan Rhys-Meyer's version. He did have a different hat though in the Tudors, but it just looks absolutely sensational. I mean, that was worth, you know, waiting for a few weeks for the costume to come, and even it took me over a week to actually make this hat as well. But I'm a loss of words right now. As I said, I'm getting very repetitive now, guys, but I am just in total, you know, shock now. I mean, I can't believe That looks absolutely amazing. Well, I have to say, guys, with that, I think that is it for this video. So, thank you so much, everyone, for all of you watching. I do appreciate that your patience. I understand that this was a little bit shoddy in places because of I want it to be as real as possible, because this is actually the first ever proper time that I've got everything on as part of my cosplay. Like I said, when me ringed, of course, on my fingers, and also me necklace, and also the chain, and also my my sword, of course, as you can see on my belt, on the that has to actually be on in front of the coat, actually, that is part of it, and then the tunic underneath that. And but no, honestly, I am I couldn't be any more grateful for getting this, honestly. I mean, I know it was my purchase initially, but I also have to say a huge thank you also to my mum, Samantha, and my dad, John, who also found this costume as well. I coaxed them to get this costume, and they haven't actually seen it yet, but I was tempted to actually film a reaction video right now, but I've actually got other things to do, unfortunately, today. And I know that the sun is starting to go down. You might see a little lighting change in this video if you had not noticed already. But there we go, guys. Like I said, that is it for my Henry, Is That You? The next chapter, a new look video. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and comment down below, I should say, on your thoughts on my new improved Henry VIII cosplay. And also, if you want to get the costume yourself, if you want me to let you know where I got not just the coat and the tunic and all these other little bits of course, of accessories that accompany the costume, as well as my Tudor hat, just let me know. I will make a video if any of you are interested. But it was worth growing my beard out, guys, for this, and honestly, as I said, I don't know else what to say, but thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, until next time, au revoir, adios, au Wiedersehen. See you next time. Farewell for now, everyone, and I'll see you very, very soon. Are we done? Fantastic, there we go. Oh my goodness me. I can't believe that I've actually got this right now. I can't believe this. Makes me want to sing Divorce Beheaded Died, you know, that song from Horrible Histories. Should I give it a go? Why not? I think it'll be a nice surprise. Right, anyway, that's officially a wrap, guys. Well done. That was a really, really good video.
Divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived.